we really focus on making you happy. And I mean, it's heartwarming here when you arrive here. It's not only bedside manner, obviously, but we really focus on how we can get you to reach your goals and how we can, not obviously see us here, but really drive you into the next step of making you look and feel your best. And that's really quirky. It's the value.
Yo, Philly, listen up to all our small business owners.
Not just our small business owners, also our entrepreneurs, our creators, our dreamers, our doers.
This is Small Business Saturday. Every week we're dropping knowledge about small businesses. Man, you know what? Just listen to the podcast.
But we try to do a cool intro. But however, we promise the podcast, we will be dropping gems. We will be dropping knowledge. We will be dropping the tools you need to succeed in your small business.
All right, so every week, every Saturday, stay tuned with Small Business Saturday.
Let's get it.
I put on for my city, home for my city. I put on for my city, home for my city.
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be talking with Shireen Mustafa with Skin Haus out of South Philadelphia. Her background is actually working in dermatology for the past 8 years after suffering from eczema in her eye when she graduated from Penn State and then moved to Chicago. She went on to work in the industry and worked in New York and, dermatology. She's been in the industry for a while and is doing some really cool things out in South Philly, all sorts of specialty facials, helping out the community in many ways. And, I'm excited to have her on the show today. We're going to talk a lot about, starting a small business in Philadelphia and what her area is like and a lot of her background. So, Shireen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know I did a quick little intro, and I'm sure I didn't do you justice, so I'd love for you to talk a little bit about yourself and sort of how you got into starting this business.
So what got me excited with this business, it's when I graduated from Penn State and moved right to Chicago, and then my skin started flaring up due to my eczema. And I used to have it like around my eye, and I would go visit dermatologists and other spas and really was trying to find, the detail what's happening to my skin. And I decided to really focus on my skin and take it as like a wellness aspect and diagnose it myself. So I went to school in New York and studied to be an esthetician. And when I learned about the skin conditions, I knew right away I wanted to work in the dermatologist practice and start from there.
Wait, so explain what eczema is. Like, I've heard a little bit about it. I don't think I've ever had it, but having it in your eye sounds pretty terrible.
It wasn't in my eye. It was around my eye.
Okay.
And it was kind of like I became more insecure about myself, and I was trying to treat it, and people would say you're over exfoliating or under exfoliating, and I really wanted to not diagnose my own condition, but I wanted to figure out what's happening with me. And I was really good in science and math, and I decided to shoot for it. Why not?
And so what was the issue? What was the problem that was bringing that out?
It was actually genetic. It's a genetic diagnosis. So genetic would be asthma, rosacea, and eczema. So usually it flares up. So it flared up when I got older.
So that led you into basically becoming your own scientist and your own doctor in this case and learning more about how to treat this for yourself, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
And so what were those next steps? Because I guess it takes a lot from, starting to figure out how to diagnose yourself to then starting a business. There's a big jump there. So I'm really curious, how you cross that bridge.
No, I decided to, research the best schools that really focused on, good skincare habits. And you have to repeat the question. I'm sorry.
It's like, what took you from trying to learn more about it and then studying it to starting your own business?
I guess it's because I'm really a curious person. I like to research and find things and learn what's going on with my body and what's going on with myself. And I decided to not only Google, but take leaps, and bounds and, go to school and ask questions and learn about it and go with the, work with the professionals and really, get in there and really make it happen.
Are you originally from this area? Where are you originally from?
I am from Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes.
My good friend is from Jordan.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. I hear it's beautiful.
It is. You have to go to Petra.
When did you move to, I guess, the States?
Moved here when I was 9.
And then lived in?
I lived in South Philly. So I'm back to my hometown and
Back home.
back home.
Back in the roots.
Back
So
to
then
my-
you basically grew up in South Philly, and from there you, I guess you went to middle school, high school, all that, and then went to Penn State?
Yeah, I graduated and then I went to Montgomery County Community College, and then I graduated and went to Penn State.
So what was it like growing up around here? Like, were you always, focused on science or business, or, what's sort of your backstory?
Backstory would be my parents had their own business, so I grew up into it right away. So it's always been like a self-starter. I didn't really have to, especially working with them is like, helped me really learn how to market and manage my own business.
That's so funny. I have another friend around here who her family's all from Jordan, and she lives in Philadelphia too. Born and raised like South Philly area, I believe, and her dad is also a small business owner in the area.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to introduce you to.
Oh, please do.
That's fascinating though. So then you went to Chicago, and then New York, and then back to Philly.
I love the city. I'm a city girl, straight at heart.
What's your favorite part of Philly?
Part of Philly?
Yeah, what's your favorite part?
There's a lot. I love the city. Food. The food here is amazing.
If you had to pick like one part of the city, like location wise, like what's your favorite and why?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question.
You're gonna be biased and say South Philly, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna be biased to say South Philly. I think Independence Hall. It's a lot of history there. Center City. I mean, that's what I. A lot of history is up there. Washington Square is great. Where George Washington was,
Yeah. There's a lot of good places to eat around Passyunk.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here. I've seen it grow. You know what I mean? So it's nice about it that, like, go further down 20th Street. It's all like traditional, like old, cobblestone homes, and you come up by Jefferson. It's all modern, and you go to 2nd Street. It's all like cult. I mean, it's all history. It's beautiful,
You have an accent. Has anybody told you that?
No, I don't have an accent. I don't think I do.
I think it sounds like you have a Philly accent.
No. Philly?
I'm telling you.
You think so?
Yeah, it's authentic. It's very authentic.
Appreciate that.
So let's fast forward a little bit. You went to dermatology school.
I didn't go to dermatology. I went to aesthetic school.
Aesthetic school.
Yeah. I wanted to be an esthetician, and when we
Esthetician.
Exactly. So we learned about, what industry we wanted to be in, and when we learned about the chapters, and we got to skin conditions, and then I'm like, whatever that is, that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to be around with and learn about it and help really kind of heal the process, because it's really working from the inside out.
So what's under the skin, or what do you mean by that?
They say you are what you eat.
Yeah.
I mean, the skin is an amazing organ. It's one of your largest organs, so you really have to take care of it at the same time.
Would you really say genetics has a lot to do with it? Because there's some people that, like me, I really don't take care of my skin at all, but I don't have any issues with it, or at least I don't think I do.
Well, I would say 20% of it is genetics. The rest is all about compliance. And it's different from our moms than what they went through. You know what I mean? Everything then was organic. Everything we ate was organic. The ozone from the sun wasn't as harsher as it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We live in the city, harsher climates, the heater. You live, your nose bleeds when you wake up in the morning. Your skin is parched. Your mouth is parched. The air is dry. So your skin takes a toll, It's the largest organ, but at the end of the day, it's the last thing to receive. So whatever you're born with the skin type, and later down the road, when you get older, whatever that's conducive to your lifestyle, where you work, your environment, if you travel, how much vigorously you exercise, aging, sun, You know, all these things, antibiotics, they take a lot of toll on your skin, and that's when you develop a skin condition. That's when secondary skin type starts to happen. So it's pretty fascinating. And
This time of year, my skin gets really dry, I notice.
yeah, and then there's different reasons. I mean, there's weather changes, right? If you're traveling a lot, there's a difference between dry skin and dehydration. Dry skin, it's a skin type. You're born with it. Some people are born with it. Some people develop it when they're older because there's no oil glands. The beauty thing about skin, you have your own natural moisturizer. You have your oil glands and you have your sweat glands. That's what gives you natural, gives you your lipids, your oil.
So would you say those are less active in the winter?
I would say weather changes. Your skin goes through havoc, goes through overdrive, so it can become a little sensitive, irritated. So it's just the barrier. Your lipid barrier needs either, so you need to take care of it more properly. And that's where the eczema usually starts to flare up with my skin.
So talk to me about, when you graduated, when that was, and what your next steps were.
When I graduated, I knew I wanted to work for a dermatologist. I put myself out there on Facebook. I talked to everyone because I'm an extrovert. I just talk to anybody. I put myself out there. I knew I wanted to work for a dermatologist. I wanted to learn more about the skin conditions and how you can treat it. And then I luckily got mentored by one of my mentors, a great dermatologist outside the city. And then I had a great ride. I became a laser technician. So I kind of got the best of both worlds. In school, I learned what skin type is, how to manage it. And then working at the doctor's office, at a dermatologist, the first thing they look at is diagnostics, diagnosing what, the skin condition is. So I kind of got the best of both worlds. I learned, how to treat the skin type and the skin condition at the same time.
And so what took you from there to starting your own business? Like, how long were you working for somebody else before you started Skin Haus?
About 8 years. And I really had to put what got me? It's like working in a dermatology practice, everything's insurance based. So a lot of things covered by insurance. And I'm the last person they would see for a treatment plan due to laser. So anyone that would come on, and God forbid, an acne client or someone that's really, had further sun damage or rosacea, all these kind of conditions, or they would come see me and we would focus on doing a treatment plan, and it would be costly. It would be a lot of money. And it kind of broke my heart that, skincare is taken as a luxury, not a necessity, you know what I mean? And I wanted to make it more, I wanted to take this as more of a health and wellness thing. Like if you're taking care of your weight or doing an exercise routine or going to see a nutritionist to take care of your health and how to lose weight, why skin should be that much? Why is it? And it's our largest organ. That's the thing that's functionally working every day. And I want it to be more cost effective. So I decided to combine the technology that I learned in the dermatology practice, and then took one niche, basically just focused on facials only. I'm just doing facials, and combine both and give it more about results. So when you come to Skin Haus, it's all about results. Results. You're walking in with personalized facials, and it's really focused on not only your skin concerns, but your skin goals. And we really focus on coaching you to what regimen that works for you. And then each time that you're coming in, we kind of redirect and focus in. I mean, it's a different consultation because your skin goes through 12 layers a year. So it's fascinating. Every day is something new, you know what I mean?
So it sounds like you took experience, like what happened with you, along with education and what you learned, and then what you care about, which is like helping others address their needs and their issues to combine the business.
Absolutely. what bothers me about this, you know, with the skincare, it's there's so many marketing glitches right now. Everyone's going to Sephora and they're like, oh, their eyes are on the prize and they see, but they don't know what's working for their skin, or they're overdoing it, buying 10 products, and then honestly, they're canceling everything out, where they can just keep it simple, stupid, and really focus what skin type they are, what condition they're going through, and treat it from there. And that's what we're here for. So it's kind of like we're coaching them, you know what I mean? Even if like there's a personal trainer doing their fitness program, we're here to coach them, because the skin goes through a lot of changes, not necessarily seasons. Could be through antibiotics. Someone's got, forbid, prescribed through Accutane or other tetraoin, you know, from the dermatologist.
I just texted my friend. He said, I remember he was telling me that his this one girl he knows started a really big skincare product. So I'm trying to find out what that is, because it's so relevant. But
Awesome.
talk to me a little bit about actually starting the business. Like, how did that come about? So you're working for somebody else for about 8 years, getting a lot of skills and experience. You know, what led to starting the business?
My children.
Okay, talk about it.
My children gave me the I always wanted to help out people. It was always been my dream to, even literally my dream was, when I got into this field, when I learned in school, that I know I would have my own one day after the experience I would, you know, gather. But my kids made, you know, they made my world. They I don't know, they made me realize what I'm worth, you know what I mean, and go further on my own. So kind of gives me that flexibility, and then I can flourish their dreams one day.
So for the people listening, how long have you been in business? Because I know it hasn't been too long.
I've been in business for 5 months, and it's been a great ride, and everyone has been so welcoming, and the reviews are incredible, and so happy to be back in my roots in South Philadelphia.
And having not started a business before, you know, what were some of the initial things that you had to do and learn right off the bat?
Learn. I think, you know what, Mac, it really hasn't hit me that I'm in business, because I've been doing this for so long. I feel like I'm still working.
But you need to drive your own customers before. You weren't doing sales before, marketing. You were just like on more of the, you know, operation side, as like helping out clients.
Yeah, but I was doing the sales and marketing too. So that was easy.
So starting the business though,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of people listening who want to start a business or trying to start a business. What were some of the initial steps?
Definitely start a business plan. Focus on writing a marketing plan. That's the most important thing. To really know exactly what your strategy is. And I mean, advertising is huge. You have to advertise, especially the target market that I'm reaching are the millennials. And the amazing about them is that they're willing to learn, and they Google things, and they're looking for prevention. And whereas, you know, the baby boomers that I worked with, you know, my clients, they wanted the quick fix. So that was easy. So it's amazing how information today it's actually there for you. So it's doing the research, asking questions, and that's it.
How'd you come up with the name?
The name, amazing. I wanted skin to be there. That was the core of it.
That's good for Google.
That's good. I mean, yeah, I wanted to be there. Like, that was important, because that was my core. I wanted to be, and I was trying to take the traditional spa that's there, you know, and then bring it into your lifestyle, like kind of bring it into your house. And that's where it came from.
Oh, so you wanted it to seem like, I guess, less commercial and more like, more relationship based.
Exactly. Absolutely. And that's exactly why we're like storefront. That was key.
Yeah, and it's a German name.
Yeah, exactly. And that was like the key, to be in the storefront, be around the neighborhood, nothing like intimidating, going to the doctor's office or going up to the 9th floor. And we wanted to make it more like community driven. Everyone's welcome. You know what I mean? Teens, moms, you know, everybody's welcome. And we have facials for everyone.
So how have you typically gone about getting the word out and getting new customers? What have you been doing for marketing?
So I've been focused primarily on social media. And that's where I'm at. Instagram's huge, and Facebook. I've been running Facebook ads when I started here, and that was successful. Really, Facebook is amazing. Facebook ads were I would say where it was at, and then definitely Instagram, and then linking into Yelp and Google has been great, and word of mouth with a referral basis, and just promote I mean, we've been so welcomed here. It's been amazing. It's been incredible. I am so filled with gratitude.
It's amazing. People don't really realize how much work goes into it, though. How much do you find yourself working now than before?
I think you have to be passionate about it. If you just wake up and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this," and you're not there for the ride, for the growing pains, then it's not for you. If you're passionate about it and you're like, "Okay, if I'm going through growing pains, I'm going to keep going," because you have to keep going. It's like having a baby all over again.
Right.
Have kids, or if you're doing a renovation, it's the same thing.
Is there anybody else on your team or your staff or who helps you?
Yeah, Kate is amazing. She's very motivated. She's incredible. I mean, we have a great team here, and it's all about passion. You got to be passionate what you do. I mean, that's the core. I mean, if I know that I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and hopefully further down the road when I'm older, maybe I can teach, what I know. But I think passion is key, and patience is really important. People think like, okay, it's my time right now, but you have to be patient with yourself and knowing exactly when it is the right time, because it's kind of that calculated risk as well.
So would you say patience is one of the most important things that you've learned in starting the business?
Patience, absolutely. 100%, 150% patience.
What's the hardest thing about being a small business owner?
I mean, it can go tomorrow. You don't know. It's the truth. It can leave tomorrow. God forbid something, you have to think of the worst case scenario. What if you're not here running it, or something, you don't have any clients? I mean, I think if you're hungry for it and you want it that bad, you'll do it. I mean, coming from a family business, I've been a self-starter. So my work ethic has always been there. I'm a go-getter. I don't stop. You know what I mean?
It's like I don't think people realize how much work's involved. Like, people always ask me, how do you work so much? Like, how are you always working? Like, isn't that annoying? And I'm like, yeah, I work all the time, but I also never work. You know what I mean?
No, I agree, because now I wake up, I'm excited to go to work. It's just one of the days when people tell you, "Oh my God, I dread going to work. I can't wait for Friday." I love it. Like, I am my own person. I make my own decisions. You know what I mean? I'm in control of myself, when no one's pointing the finger at me and telling me what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, or praising me, or waiting for that check.
It's like there is no weekend. There is no Friday. There is no Monday.
The days are gone. It's just self-growth. The days don't matter anymore. It's not. I don't look at Monday, Tuesday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's every day. This is what you signed up for. So be ready. When you want to make it happen, you can definitely do it. It's about commitment,
Yeah. Would you say that's the best thing about being a small business owner, is like the fact that it's like up to you? It's like you control it. You make it or break it.
Exactly. It's all on you. If you're dedicated to it, it'll work. If you give up, take a break, it's what you put your worth into it. And that's the value that you'll get.
What are some big accomplishments that you would say so far that you've had?
I mean, my biggest accomplishment, I'm a mommy.
How old are your kids? Do you have multiple?
Yeah, I have, my daughter is 2, my son is 4. I mean, I guess I don't know my biggest, I've been very fortunate. I mean, in the business that I've learned a lot. I've really focused on, I've been great. I've been recruited. It's been a great ride. I love what I do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's an accomplishment to me as is. I just want to help people, you know, look and feel their best and not look in the mirror and second guess who they are. And if it's, you know, if I can make that change and make them, you know, feel good about themselves, not only externally, but inside, it makes me happy. That's wholesome to me. So.
What are your kids' names?
My son is Jordan, because that's where I'm from, because no one knew where Jordan was from, because they would associate me to Michael Jordan. And my daughter's Nora.
Do they have amazing skin?
Yes, they do. They're babies, of course they do. That's what we're thriving for, you know? That baby smooth skin. So
Right. So what are some of your next steps? You know, what are some of your growth plans from here?
my growth plans is really to focus on like doing some more community outreach and really focus on like bringing Skin Haus to the wellness, because it's like literally it's a facial shop. Really, it's personalized. We use high quality products, innovative technology, and really we focus on driven results. So it's not like walking into a day spa or any spa and just getting that relaxation. It's more like asking questions, learning about who you are, and literally coaching you, even with your lifestyle, your daily habits, and what you do, and your regimen, and really go out there and make it like a wellness program.
What's one unique thing about you that people might not know? Or something that's really unique about the business that makes you guys special?
I think what makes this business about special is we really focus on making you happy. And it's heartwarming here when you arrive here. It's not only bedside manner, obviously, but we really focus on how we can get you to reach your goals, and how we can, not obviously see us here, but really drive you into the next step of making you look and feel your best. And that's really a core key. It's the value. Like, it's sad, like in skincare, we were taught, like I tell my kids, they're babies, but we were taught how to brush your teeth young on, right? But no one taught us how to wash our face.
Right.
And I've just taken these baby steps. And even, people come in here and they're insecure as is, God forbid. And everyone has their own story. And that's what's beautiful. Like, everyone has their own gift at the same time too.
Have you heard of the book Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis?
No. Are you kidding?
You 1,000% need to stop what you're doing and download the audiobook or buy that book.
Girl Wash Your Face. Yeah, I read too much research.
You might be thanking me a year from now.
I love this. Girl Wash Your Face. Wow.
It's
She took my title. I would have read a book. Why not?
New York Times bestseller. I got it for both my sister-in-laws for Christmas. They absolutely love it. They're both new mothers who are like hardworking. They said it's a game changer.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow, she took my title. That's great. No, I had no idea. Seriously, I had no idea.
So
for
everybody listening, where are you located specifically?
We're at 1238 South Street.
And how can we find you online?
You can book us online. We're easy to find.
What's your website and social medias?
Our booking, the book, skinhaus.com. The booking site is our website, theskinhaus.com. THESKINHAUS.com. Our Instagram is Skin Haus Facial Bar. At Skin Haus Facial Bar.
Skin Haus Facial Bar. We'll make sure to put that in all the information.
Oh, definitely. And first-time clients get 10% off.
Oh, nice.
Definitely.
And with regards to marketing, this podcast being sort of put together and sponsored by Momentum, which is a marketing agency. Do you have any specific questions for me about digital marketing or any marketing related questions that I could help you with?
I would love to So I'm not really kind of tech savvy I'll be honest, in digital, even Instagram. I'm a Facebook person. I learned this in college. I would love to learn more. Like, I don't even know what IG Instagram videos are today. So, like, forgive me, but I would love to know how to make it digital, because now it's all about videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any specific question about Instagram or Google or anything?
Google, I've been good at, but I'm trying to learn about Google ads. But really, like, I've been focused on Facebook ads because it worked for me. But I would love to focus on like Google ads, primarily on that. And SEO, that's what I'm focusing on now.
In order to get more bookings and appointments, I'm assuming?
Just, I think, more awareness. It's not being on the top page, but like when people search those keywords, that's what I'm learning. You know what I mean?
Usually what I would say is, so you're going to have other competitors bidding on a lot of the keyword terms that you might try to bid on, like facials, facial massages, like different variations of that. Usually what you want to do is find the keywords that are less competitive by using the Google AdWords Keyword Planner in the google.ads.com.
Wait,
you just create an account.
I'm sorry. So hold on a second. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, you would just go to ads.google.com.
Wait, ads.google.com.
Yeah, and once you log in and create an account, you can basically go into the tools and open up the keyword planner. And basically you put in what keywords you would want to bid on and in what areas, like geographically.
Like best facials in Philadelphia, something like that?
Exactly. And it'll tell you how competitive it is, how much it costs for those keywords, how many clicks you can expect based on your budget, all of that good information.
That's amazing, because it's all by keywords, and that's what I'm learning.
And what I usually tell people is you want to find keywords that are less competitive, meaning it's auction based. So if they're less competitive, they're going to be less expensive. And if it's one of your treatments that's higher end and more expensive, that people would Google search and understand that it's going to be expensive, those are the services that are the best to advertise for, because then it's more profitable for you to advertise.
Yeah, but the thing is, my prices are set. Ideally, it's affordable. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm just looking on your website. You have some that are $100. You have some that are $75.
Yeah, so the 30 minutes are 75, and then the 50 minutes are 105. So I have a referral program. Basically, if you tell someone, you both receive $10 off, and that's been great. So the referral's been working. And then really the peels, I have 125. Yeah, and the dermal infusion is 150, correct? So I can highlight those. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I would take them to a page that, yeah, I'm looking at your website. Your website's actually not bad to send this traffic. It's a pretty good website for what it needs to be, you know?
Well, why does it download so slow?
Who's this through? Is it through Squarespace?
Yes. Excuse me. Sorry. I can't talk. Do you know how to do Google?
Yeah, that's like one of the main things we do.
I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, your website's not bad for it. There's probably the hosting that you have through Squarespace. You might be able to upgrade it.
Upgrade the hosting?
Yeah, or what you could do is compress your images, make the images not as big, like not as heavy.
It's good, because I'm doing photography right now, so hopefully I am going to change my images.
Yeah.
Upgrade what? My hosting?
Yeah, there might be a better hosting plan that's a little more expensive, and you could like condense your images to make them more mobile friendly.
Yeah, I was talking to someone. He like gave me a report, and I'm like, what is he talking about? And I took it back to Squarespace, like, doing it, and they're like, everything's fine, but I know, it's a lot of technicality.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy to talk more about it.
So tell me about the digital. What do you like when you do videos? Does it go where? Like, do you do videos for like this, like interviews, or do you just do videos too?
Yeah, Momentum does small business videos. The video packages that we offer with the Small Business Saturday series, we have set up as donations. So people who want to be part of the series and get a video, we have them donate to the cause so that we can, afford our team to put together the videos and everything. But, the agency, sometimes we put together small video packages for clients and, packages for lead generation like Google and Facebook ads that, use video and landing pages, things of that nature.
So I'm just curious I'm curious about if I do a small video here, just put it on YouTube, just so like a search engine, or my website. You guys do that or no?
I would create a video and I'd put it on YouTube and your website, but I'd also run it as an Instagram ad. So whenever people see it and click it based on your targeting, you send them to a landing page where they can convert and, claim a deal or something.
Yeah, I do that. I do that.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet for using Instagram, video, and lead generation all together.
So you're saying not to do digital media for, like, if I wanted to create a small video, like a video on YouTube?
You can do that. That's probably a longer conversation.
Okay.
I'm
thinking about this. I'm targeting, I'm close to millennial, but I'm not anymore. But it's all about information. YouTube is a great channel feed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough because you're a local business, so it makes it a little tougher for you. A lot of the people that are really successful as far as e-commerce brands are more national because they can sell products anywhere.
Interesting. No, it's interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but if you run like a local video on, Facebook or Instagram, obviously, it's less of a search, or you run a search ad on Google, or you could run a video ad on YouTube for people searching about skincare, which could be a really good idea, but it might not convert as well as just Google search. There's a lot of different strategies. We could sit down and talk about this. It'd be an interesting conversation.
All right, Google's been amazing, Mac. It's been incredible.
Well, I don't have any other questions for you. I think this has been a great episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. Shireen, thank you so much for your time. This has been a great episode.
Thank you so much.